Namaskar dear students, welcome you to our channel by Gulab Sir. As a part of series of lectures, today's topic is mitochondria. As we have started chapter cell as a unit of life or fundamental unit of life. So in a series that all organelles we are studying one after the other, now today's turn is mitochondria. You are aware right from 7th class, in 9th class also you learn about mitochondria and you are known that it is a respiratory apparatus and produce energy. It is also known as powerhouse of cell. It is well known, but still as in 11th class we need some extra highlights so that you will be able to solve that question if asked. Write the functional anatomy of mitochondria or role of mitochondria in cell as a part of unit of life. Yes, it can be said as a Adya Shakti. It is a Shakti Pit. If it is said like Shakti Pit, it is not wrong, because whole of our body, it is being maintained by this mitochondria as it is a charger of our body. It continuously provides energy. Not only energy to live, but also to maintain the body temperature 37 degrees Celsius constantly and consistently right from birth to the death. Then you can understand, if we have to raise the temperature 37 degrees Celsius from 0 degrees Celsius of 1 kilogram or 1 liter of water, and that to maintain continuously for your entire life, say 80-85 years, how much fuel would have required? How much that machinery would have been required to have continuous in working? So as mitochondria in our body, see the curiosity, see the interest within by studying mitochondria. No doubt, this mitochondria, number of mitochondria present in cell also matters, and it is vary according to the activity of the cells. I am very happy that you are always with us and seeing our videos, but still my request is please share and subscribe our channel. Let us learn what is mitochondria. Here this is one diagram, and you are again in practice that everybody knows. One who has learned in 9th class, they have drawn this diagram. See, this mitochondria is a double membrane organelles. It has outer membrane and inner membrane. Both membranes are made up of lipid and protein. They are around 60 to 100 angstrom in thickness. They are semi-permeable and selectively permeable. Mitochondria is an organism. Although it is present in the cell as organelles, but it is organism. It is a prokaryotic organism because it has its own machinery. It has its own DNA. It has its own ribosome. It can produce its own protein and it reproduces on its own by binary fission. See, then it must be accepted as it is an organism in symbiosis with eukaryotic cell. So let us learn. See that inside the inner membrane, it is a hydrophilic matrix that is filled with all the enzymes which are required for complete breakdown of pyruvic acid into carbon dioxide and water to release the complete energy as a part of aerobic respiration. So enzymes are present there. Krebs cycle you are going to learn in respiration. But as a part, again, we are learning mitochondria, therefore you must know. See these enzymes what I have drawn. These are complex 5. They can be called as F0, F1 unit, which I have drawn here. They are present in the inner membrane. Their role is allowing to transfer this hydrogen ion from outer membrane or inner membrane space to inside the mitochondria. Therefore, I have drawn in this direction. So, from intermembrane space to mitochondrial matrix, while transferring this, potential energy released. As you know that behind the dam, water. That water present behind the wall of the dam is a potential energy. When it falls, that is kinetic energy. Turbine wheel moves and generate the electricity. As the same way, when that hydrogen ion transfer from inner membrane space to matrix, potential energy release. That energy is used to combine ADP plus inorganic phosphates to ATP. This is the secret behind that production of energy by mitochondria. See importance of every and each component in our life. It is not that always what we say that that is important, but see what exactly within our body as a god or goddess that is continuously helping us to be alive. Each part of that content and component is equally important to be alive. simply saying that heart is, liver is important, brain is important. No. Heart and brain even depend upon mitochondria. If this do not consume the oxygen and maintain the concentration of H positive ion by producing ATP energy, we cannot be alive. Brain cannot work. Therefore, which part is important then? So we should not study for Mars. We should always study for something miraculous, interesting happening in our body. And therefore, the way I am explaining, it is what you are going through. So let us give importance of urea need. That having deep breathing, oxygen is not directly used to break or consume or burn the food. What is you are learned and taught in the early classes. It is used to control the concentration of H positive ion. And thereby when these two H combine with that oxygen which you inhale from the water, and thereby H positive ion is controlled. So oxygen is not used elsewhere, but it is used in the mitochondria. The destiny of oxygen, when we inhale, it directly go to the mitochondria. For what purpose? To control the H positive ion. If H positive ion are not controlled, acidic condition will be produced, because you know what is pH? Inversely proportional to the H positive or proton or concentration of H positive ion. If they accumulate in the mitochondria, mitochondria die. If they accumulate in the cell get die. That means suffocation for oxygen. Why? If you do not take oxygen or do not get oxygen, that hypoxia condition clear, cut, kill the mitochondria and cell. Therefore, pranayam, we must have practice deep breathing to get rid of from acidity. What is acidity? Increase in the concentration of H positive ion, decrease the pH, that is acidity. So what is the miracle of behind this mitochondria? They help us to get rid from acidity, is one kind of rakshas. So see the importance of that pranayam and importance of oxygen with mitochondria by producing energy and controlling H positive ion. I hope you got very core what I have to say to you. Now come to the point as a part of syllabus. Inside the inner mitochondria, inside the inner membrane, it has matrix. It is filled with enzymes. Now these enzymes which are located in the inner membrane are called complex 5, which used in ATP production. Now I told you that you have to write in exam, and that point already I referred in my explanation. You can go through and write as a part of notes every and each point that I have been told you. As I said you, that is, they are semi-autonomous organelles because they have their own DNA, RNA, ribosome to produce their own protein, and hence that organelles are called self-autonomous organelles. They have 70S type of ribosomes. They are known as powerhouse, already explained. They have all enzymes required for the further breakdown of pyruvate into CO2 and H2 to produce energy. They produce on their own by fission, and very important role that they produce intermediate compound or intermediate which required for the formation of cytochrome, chloroplast, steroids and alkaloids. This is additional information. Very important. When you inhale the oxygen, who carry oxygen? You know that RBC. Do RBC have mitochondria? Cannot be and should not be, because if RBCs would have mitochondria, that RBC could have consumed that oxygen what supposed to transfer to his cell, and then there would have not been transfer of that oxygen efficiently to all the cells. Therefore, RBCs are adopted or they are modified. They are anucleated and they don't have mitochondria. Simply they carry the oxygen. So remember, as a part of NEET, which cells of our body, they do not have mitochondria, RBCs. I hope you got it. What is the structure of mitochondria, as well as what I said you as something new way of explanation about the role of mitochondria. I hope you would have liked, you would have enjoyed. And the same way we are going to learn about chloroplast, how it can be the photosynthetic apparatus or kitchen of the cell, or how it also can be the god, as Sri Ganesha, which has started life on the earth. Without chlorophyll, there would have not been conversion of light energy into chemical energy. There could have not been a source of energy, as mitochondria gives us energy. So chloroplast and mitochondria, they work together to maintain the entire life on the earth, and therefore these chloroplast and mitochondria can be said as a god and goddess. And you already learned about this goddess mitochondria. We are going to learn about god chloroplast in next period or next lecture. Happy learning.